A policy can be defined as a principle or action adopted or proposed by a government, business, party, or individual. Government policies are essential when decreasing numbers for world hunger. Understanding important policies for world hunger can help someone recognize how they can contribute to reaching the goal of zero hunger by 2030. By first understanding the need for these policies, we will then look into plans that have been made to reach this goal, and finally, we will see data on how these policies have worked out so far. Understanding the need for policies is the first step in knowing why they are so essential, especially when it comes to world hunger. Social reporters Jessica Duncan and Nadia Lambic stated that hunger policies deal with a wide variety of food issues, including agriculture, food safety, and food aid. Furthermore, when thinking about these policies, it is critical to consider the long term. Having policies set in place will help us plan for the future of world hunger. There are also many factors to consider when thinking about these policies. An article written by James Paul and Katarina Wahlberg, analyzing the global food crisis, states that population, trade, and fuel or energy are just 3 factors to consider. Population is an important factor because as the world population increases, so does the number of people affected by world hunger. A policy known as the New Green Revolution is said to feed billions of people, now as well as in the future. The next factor to consider is trade. In order for trade to work on a local level, there must be balance against a realistic approach, meaning that there needs to be less double standards in order for trade to work between our communities. The last factor to consider is fuel or energy. With oil production currently at its peak, supplies are going to decline in the future. Steps need to be made to develop a less energy-extensive agricultural system. 2 ways we can go about this is by using solar or wind-based energy. Understanding the needs is important when looking at the plans for world hunger. According to David Beckman, the president for Bread for the World, a world hunger bill known as the Global Food Security Act was passed in 2016. The act was reauthorized in 2018 to ensure that agriculture and malnutrition remain important pieces of the U.S. foreign policy and national security strategy. It is also important to look at local policies, especially ones that benefit our state. Nebraska policies are especially important because the first step in reducing world hunger is to start by helping those around us. The Nebraska legislature passed an act known as the Child Hunger and Workforce Act in early 2019. The act provides kids who qualify for reduced price lunches to receive them at schools who participate in the National School Lunch Program. Enforcing these policies will be essential to reach the goal of zero hunger. The last part is seeing data for world hunger. Although these numbers have already decreased over the last 30 years, these policies need to be followed to reach the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. The graph shows that the world average for percentage of undernourished was at 18% in 1991 and has decreased to 11% as of 2017. The next graph shows progress that has been made in tackling hunger. The World Economic Forum graph shows that over the last 26 years, Djibouti has decreased their undernourished by 59%. Furthermore, it has decreased by 49% in Angola. When visualizing these policies, it is important to look at how past policies have succeeded in other countries. According to Bruce Campbell, the director for the World Economic Forum, the India National Food Security Act has helped 31 million people contribute to climate adaptation and food insecurity by growing their own crops. This goes to prove that having policies really does help improve world hunger. Following policies are important when reducing numbers, especially for world hunger. Policies can benefit us on the local, state, and national levels. Showing the needs for policies, looking at these plans, and seeing data on world hunger is a great way to understand how crucial policies are when reaching this goal. If someone wants to get involved, there are many ways they can offer help. Some ways you can contribute are to give a financial donation, whether that be to someone in your community or on the state or national level. Or you can pack meals for those in need in your community. Or you can advocate for an organization. Starting by helping those around us will be essential to reach the goal of zero hunger. Following policies could be what helps us to reach this goal. I'm Chloe Donahue, and this is my audience.